Hey y'all, whistleblower docs show that Maxwell is seeking commutation and is receiving concierge-style treatment in prison. It's by Rebecca Beich, The Hill. Documents provided by a whistleblower show Ghislaine Maxwell has asked President Donald Trump to commute her sentence as prison employees suggest that she has received concierge-style treatment at a new facility where she is being given custom meals and access to staff facilities. What? The request, revealed to the House Judiciary Democrats, comes after Maxwell was transferred to a lower security prison after she sat for 2 days of questions with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche amid increasing scrutiny of Trump's relationship with the deceased sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. That was a long sentence. She was transferred to a lower security prison, but it's called a camp for a reason. It doesn't have a fence around it. Less guards. You can go out into the public and work and do other things. So it's a lot different. Calling it a prison at all seems almost strange. I spent 22 years of my life in prison. I spent 11 years of that in federal prison, so I know. The documents also show Maxwell has received unusual perks within the prison system since she was transferred out of maximum security facility in Tallahassee, Florida. It's not maximum security. It's not. There's only one maximum security facility for women in the whole federal prison system. That is in Texas, with the one Bureau of Prisons employee complaining that they were sick of having to be Maxwell's bitch. Among the documents is an October 5th email appearing to be from Maxwell to one of her attorneys, noting that she's organizing a commutation application. Representative Jamie Raskin of Maryland. What the fuck? The top Democrat on the panel said that the email shows either that Miss Maxwell is herself requesting that you release her from her 20-year prison sentence for her role as a co-conspirator in Jeffrey Epstein's international child sex trafficking ring, or that this child sex predator now holds such tremendous sway in the second Trump administration that you and your DOJ will follow her clemency recommendations. Maxwell was sentenced in 2021 on child sex trafficking charges, while her closest associate, Epstein, killed himself in 2019 while awaiting trial on related charges. I mean, maybe he did. Maxwell has maintained her innocence and has made it clear that she would like a pardon from Trump, something several GOP voices have advised against. While congressional committees have sought Maxwell's testimony, she has said that she would not appear without a pardon or immunity agreement. At the same time, she agreed to speak with Blanche, though Democrats have cried foul over her subsequent prison transfer. We've all cried foul over it. I think they transfer her to a camp to see what kind of public outlash they get, test the waters to see if he could get away with giving her a pardon. A transcript of Maxwell's interview with Todd Blanche yielded few bombshells, but Democrats have accused her of repeating false claims and withholding information. She said she never saw Trump do anything. But she also said she never saw Jeffrey Epstein doing anything illegal either, even though she was procuring young girls for him, taught those girls what to do to him while all three were there. They have also since released evidence of something that, what information is Maxwell agreeing to suppress in order to receive such outlandishly favorable treatment as a federal prisoner and a convicted sex offender? Raskin wrote in a Sunday letter to Trump reviewed by The Hill. The information provided to the committee alleges a series of remarkable steps taken to accommodate Maxwell after she was quietly transferred to a medium security facility in Texas shortly after her meeting with Blanche. According to the documents, Maxwell has been receiving customized meals that have been personally delivered to her cell. They also describe unusual treatment of her guests, while Democrats relaying the creation of a special cordoned-off area for visitors to arrive, as well as an assortment of snacks and refreshments for her guests. Her guests have also been allowed to bring computers, which is not something typically allowed for visitors. No, it's not. Maxwell also taken by escorts to the prison gym outside of normal hours, allowing her to work out alone. Democrats allege she was also allowed to enjoy recreation time and stay in staff-only areas. Jesus. She's paying people. She's paying people to do easy time. That's possible. I did time when I was in Dublin, California. I was there at the time that Heidi Fleiss was there. You know, the madam, the Hollywood madam to the stars. She was, her girlfriend was my best friend's roommate, so we played tennis together sometimes. At any rate, this top flight luxury service, anyway, she got favorable treatment for sure from guards, for sure, by paying them off. And finally, an inmate who trained service dogs was also instructed to give Maxwell time with one of the puppies, even though the dogs are not supposed to be petted during training. And finally, the information given to the panel relayed that Maxwell would have associates email documents directly to the warden of Federal Prison Camp Bryan, allowing Maxwell to bypass the paper mail system because they look through your mail. Raskin accused the warden, Tanisha Hall, of directly helping Miss Maxwell copy, print, and send documents related to her commutation request. This top-flight luxury service has reached such a point of absurdity that one of the top officials at the prison has complained that he is sick of having to be Maxwell's bitch, Raskin wrote. You should not grant any form of clemency to this convicted and unrepentant sex offender. Your administration should not be providing her with room service, with puppies to play with federal law enforcement officials waiting on her every need, or with any special treatment or institutional privilege at all. It is indisputable that the order to treat Miss Maxwell as an honored guest rather than a federal prisoner has come from the highest levels. The letter demands testimony from Blanche, but it is unlikely he will be forced to appear without pressure from the panel's Republicans. The White House, Bureau of Prisons, and Maxwell's attorney have all not responded to requests for comment. The Supreme Court last month declined to take up Maxwell's appeal of her conviction. Meanwhile, in Congress, there has been some bipartisan pressure to reveal more about the Epstein saga. The House Oversight Committee has done several depositions related to the matter and has reviewed some documents shared with the Justice Department. Democrats and some Republican lawmakers have also pushed for a discharge petition to require the Justice Department to release all documents related to the Epstein files. However, House Speaker Mike Johnson, we all know, has refused to seat newly elected Adelita Grijalva of Arizona, leaving the group one vote short of the total needed to force a vote on the matter. Well, I guess if the government's going to open, that's not going to be for long, is it, Mega Mike? Brace yourselves, folks. There is going to be rebellion. They will rebel. I think that the reporting is true. I think there's probably about 100 Republicans that are going to vote with all Democrats to release the Epstein, everything related to Epstein, except, of course, you know, we need to protect the names of the victims, of course. But I remember the guy that from the Justice Department that went out on a date. Remember this? And he said that they were busy redacting all Republicans' names. Remember that. Thanks for watching my video.